Hello y'all and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline Noel, just Jackie for short, and I post videos weekly on fashion, lifestyle, and travel content. So if you're interested in any of those things, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now you may be saying to yourself, Jackie, you were wearing the same thing in the last video, girl, do you not have any more clothes? And my answer to that would be, I am batch filming content right now. I have been so behind on my YouTube, as you guys know. I used to post videos weekly, now it's turning into every month or so. So I am trying to get out as much content for you guys as possible on an off day. That is just the reality of the life I live. So y'all gonna catch me in this black t-shirt and these very cute prescription frames for a couple videos, okay? Just live with it, that's fine. Before we get into the content of today's video, I also want to point out some very important news in pop culture. Y'all, Beyonce announced that she's gonna be performing at the Houston Texans halftime show for the Christmas Day game. I'm sorry, I know that like NBA on Christmas is the big deal, but Beyonce has completely sold the show, okay? Nobody cares about no balls dribbling on Christmas Day. Honestly, nobody cares about the football game at this point. We're all going to be there for Beyonce, and it's supposed to be streaming on Netflix, so hopefully they can get it together, because apparently the Tyson versus Paul fight was a mess on Netflix, but we'll see. Like I said, that has nothing to do with today's video, but I had to announce it because y'all know I'm a Beyonce fan. Okay, I love Beyonce down, so I'm very excited to see what she will perform from her newest Cowboy Carter album. But anyway, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I thought I would bring you guys a bit of a discussion video on how to shop for luxury pieces. Now, as the other girls do, right? I'm a girl, just a girl, and I love to treat myself. But honestly, the treats are becoming more and more expensive, okay? Whether you're shopping at Zara, whether you're going to get your nails done, whether you're getting a luxury piece, the prices are constantly increasing, right? They're constantly increasing along with the price of groceries, rent, everything else. And now, I will add the disclaimer, I'm not saying that the price of these things will be cheap. I'm just going to talk to you guys about how to find cheaper options versus paying full retail price for some luxury items, because if you know me, you know that I prefer not to pay full price for anything. I'm a regular, degular working woman, and so in Jesus' name, my pockets will be abundantly blessed. But, you know, I have to budget, I have to make smart decisions to be able to get the things that I want to get. And so that usually means having to wait for things to go on sale or finding ways to purchase items at a lesser price than the market retail value. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of pieces that I've recently picked up and talk about 3 ways that you can find things on sale. So first up, we're going to talk about some sunglasses. Now, if you know, you know, I have become somewhat of a sunglass girl, honestly. I should do a dedicated video of my updated sunglass collection and eyeglass collection, because it's honestly really good. It's really good, and it's for someone who doesn't really like sunglasses that much, I have fully transitioned into the world of sunglasses because they can pull an outfit together. I talked about that in my accessories video. The sunglasses can pull an outfit together. That being said, sunglasses are one thing that I refuse to pay full price for, even for luxury designer sunglasses. Come in closer, okay? Do not pay full price for luxury designer sunglasses, like ever, if you can avoid it. Now, the one sunglass house that you might have to end up paying full price for is Louis Vuitton. I personally don't think that Louis Vuitton sunglasses are all that in a bag of chips. I've tried on several pairs. They have some cute ones, but it's nothing to run home about, in my opinion. If you ask me, I think that Bottega makes fantastic sunglasses. They make both classic frames and like really funky artistic frames. Loewe has great frames, right? Like theirs lean a little bit more funky, a little bit more like artsy, whimsical with the trends. Celine has good classic frames. YSL has really good frames. Gucci has good frames. Miu Miu, look, unless you've been living under a rock, then you know Miu Miu is for the girls right now. And Miu Miu has some good shades. They have good ready to wear. They have good bags. All that being said though, you can find literally all of those brands on sale. You just have to know where to look, okay? And I'm gonna put a couple of websites that I use, I'll add those, but I recently picked up a pair of Miu Miu sunglasses, and these ones, like, they weren't an impulse purchase, but like I probably could have waited to get them more on sale. But my first tip for shopping luxury, kind of, you know, on the lower side, not totally on the low, but on the lower side, look out for department store sales and look for other wholesale sources. Now, what I'm not saying is that you should go and get like replicas, right? If you want to do that, that's your own business. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I'm not personally recommending you to do that. But there are a ton of other wholesale websites: Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, Saks, Neiman Marcus, One of my other favorite places to get shades, designer shades for the super low, is Easy Contacts, and their glasses are 100% authentic. I've ordered from them before. I trust them. I know others who order from them. Wait for a sale, because almost always people are afraid to shop at places like Saks and Neiman Marcus because they think that like the prices are so high, and they are, but they run promotions all the time. $50 off, $100 off, or they're just like a seasonal sale. So I walked into Bloomingdale's when I was in Orlando for work, and I went to look at their sunglass collection because Bloomingdale's always has good sunglasses. And lo and behold, what did I find out? They were running 30% off all sunglasses from YSL, Saint Laurent and YSL, the same thing. YSL, Gucci, Miu Miu, Prada, and Versace. 5 huge luxury brands, right? So I ended up picking up a pair of Miu Miu sunglasses that I thought were so cute. I'm gonna take my prescription frames off so you guys can see what they look like. They're a pair of black frames, and I will say I need to sell some of my frames because my collection's getting a little big. I have found that I'm not a big sunglass girl. I prefer more of like a sleek frame, and so I saw these and I fell in love. I went back to the store literally every day after work for that week that I was there because I couldn't decide if I wanted to buy them. But this is what they look like. Tell me these aren't so cute. Tell me these aren't so freaking cute. So actually the frame is, I think it's brown, but it looks really, really black. And then if you turn them around, you can see it says Miu Miu here on the arms and has like a tortoise shell detail right here. So they're like a brown and black lens. And the part that I love about them that I thought made them so cool and different was sorry, I'm trying to see how I want to hold them, was the shape of the lens. Right? Like, this is so cute. Like, they could have gone with a regular circle, like maybe like a Celine one. And I have a pair of Miu Miu glasses that are just a regular circular frame, but these are so cute. Let me try them on and we can talk more about them. Like, oh my gosh, I wore these with my hair back and like a red lip and a black jacket to one of my fiance's football games. Let me just get closer so you guys can see. These are such a good frame. Like, hello. It's giving, Jackie, we need to get you on a plane, summertime in Europe. It's giving fashion girl. I love these frames. Now these frames, full price, go for $500 something, $600 something. I would never have paid full price for these sunglasses. As cute as they are, as fashionable and chic as they are, I never would have paid $600 for these glasses. Right? So don't be afraid to wait for a sale, y'all. Whether it's a holiday sale, whether it's just like a quick promotion, these stores are always running sales. You do not have to pay full price for designer frames, no matter what they're trying to tell you. What I always do, if I go into a designer luxury store or a department store and I see a frame that I like, I'll try it on, see if I like the feel of it, I'll find out the price. I immediately will go online, right? Like, I'm gonna show you guys how I do this, okay? So if I go on Safari right now and I just type in Miu Miu, I think it's hexagon sunglasses. This is what I do every single time I see a pair of sunglasses that I like no lie. Okay, Miu Miu hexagonal sunglasses. So I'll type them in, and then Google is gonna show me all the different places I could buy these sunglasses from, right? So on Miu Miu's website, these go for $560, right? But you see all these options right here? So it shows you all the different places you can buy them, and it shows you all the different prices, right? Because you don't have to purchase them directly from Miu Miu. So on my website that I love to use, Easy Contacts, these sunglasses are going for $274. $274 versus $560. And you can always use a discount code on Easy Contacts as well. Like, there's literally no reason for you to pay full price for designer sunglasses. So like I said, first tip, look out for sales or do your research online to see other storefronts or wholesale places that you can buy sunglasses from, because you can definitely get designer luxury sunglasses for the low. And that goes with almost any other designer piece as well. So make sure you do your research. Okay, so tip number 2, let me put my glasses back on, you guys. I'm trying not to strain my eyes as much anymore, so I'm trying to wear my prescription glasses more often. But anyway, tip number 2, this is one that is new to me because I have never really been into this. I won't even say it's a trend, but this kind of shopping. But my second tip is to check the second-hand or pre-loved market. Now, it's gonna depend what you're looking for. So if you're looking for like a Birkin bag in Hermes Kelly, the second market is almost always going to be more expensive because the demand is higher the demand is higher than the supply, right? And those bags have great resale value. So if it's something like that, buying it on the secondhand market is not really going to save you any money. But if it's an item that's maybe not as popular or that has died down in popularity, you can always find it. You can probably always find that item for a little bit lesser. Now, depending on that item's popularity, how long it's been off of the like the main retail market, that's going to depend on like how low the price is, right? If something is like $100 off on the secondhand market versus the retail price, I typically will just buy it in store. But if it's, you know, significantly lower, just go secondhand. So the first item that I picked up, first and only item I've ever bought, pre-loved, I was really interested in a piece of jewelry that actually is no longer produced by the brand. So I went all over the secondhand market trying to find a price that I felt I was comfortable paying. So I checked on websites like eBay, Poshmark, Vestiaire Collective, The RealReal, Fashion File, right? Those are all reputable places to buy secondhand luxury items. Now, I will say, I think eBay does authentication if it's over a certain price, and same thing with Poshmark. Fashion File definitely does authentication, and I'm not sure about Vestiaire Collective. But anyway, I wanted this item, and so I went all around the pre-loved market because it was priced differently, you know, on different websites. Some websites it was like $600, some websites it was more, some websites it was less. But I picked up this vintage ring, you guys. Look at this. This is a YSL Arty ring. They don't even make these anymore, but look at how good this is. Now it does have some tarnishing on it because it is pretty old, but look at how good that is. And I'm just gonna slip it onto my ring finger. I love this ring, right? And now this is a little bit different because again, this is actually not in production anymore, so you don't really have a choice but to get it on the secondhand market. But there's so many good secondhand pieces out there for the low. Like the one that comes to mind a lot is like a Fendi bag. If you're interested in like a Fendi bag with the traditional Zuka print, I believe it's called, check the secondhand market first, because you can find so many good quality Fendi bags on the secondhand market because their resale value isn't super great. Even if you want like a Louis Vuitton bag, you can go on the secondhand market. Chanel's current retail prices are asinine, okay? I will say a Chanel bag, it's not really my style anyway, but a Chanel bag is certainly not anywhere in my price range. Now the ones on the secondhand market are still going to be expensive, but you can find a deal on the secondhand market, and the quality of the Chanel bags from back in the day are certainly better than the ones today. A jumbo Chanel bag will cost you like $10,000 almost. You can go on the pre-loved market and certainly find one cheaper than that. So don't be afraid to shop secondhand, shop vintage for luxury items, because you can definitely find a deal that way. And it's definitely a way for you to save money, especially because a lot of secondhand sites like Fashion File and The RealReal, they actually do run promotions. Whether it's like around a holiday, whether it's just like a store credit for being a loyal customer, they will give you like 10% off, 20% off. So then you can really add like extra savings on top of the savings that you're already getting and get a luxury piece for something that's affordable for your budget and for your lifestyle. So definitely don't sleep on going secondhand. Like I said, the websites that I would recommend that I've had experience with, I bought this ring off of Vestiaire Collective, and I just made sure that the seller was reputable and I had a good experience. I got it as expected. I would say like it has a little bit more tarnishing than maybe I was anticipating, but overall not bad. I've never purchased from Fashion File, but I have sold on Fashion File twice. And the process was very seamless. They're easy to work with. I find them to be a very credible website. I've sold on Poshmark before, luxury items and regular items. I like that as well. And I do, not all sellers will do this, but if I do sell anything luxury on Poshmark, typically the person who's interested in buying my item, if it's a serious inquiry, I'll like message them on Instagram and like share proof of authentication, just because I want them to be able to trust in, you know, the sale that I'm making. But again, so many good things on the secondhand market. You just have to take the time to do the research and check it out, but would highly recommend. I'm trying to hurry up before I lose the light here. Y'all know daylight savings is snatching the sunlight from us faster than we can even blink. But anyway, so we've gone through 2 tips so far. So the first one is, you know, waiting on sales from the big box stores, and also doing research through Google or through your web browser on different places that you can buy these items for lower prices. The second one is to take a look through the secondhand market on reputable sites to see if you can find your items that you're interested in for a lower price. The third one, it kind of relates to the first one, but it's a little bit different, right? This one is going to be doing research on international websites, okay? So obviously in the US, we've got Saks, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, right? Those are like the big, and Bloomingdale's are the big American luxury big box stores. But there are tons of other international stores that are reputable that sell luxury items for a lot less or a little bit less. Like the ones that pop at the top of my head, Harrods is in London, Selfridges, Brown's Fashion, Matches Fashion used to be one, but they recently closed. I think Farfetch is an international website. And one of my favorites, y'all, and where I scored, you guys are not gonna believe this item when I show you, okay? And I'm gonna do like a little bit of a review on it too, because I haven't seen too many reviews on it on YouTube. Satire. I think it's Satire or Satire. I think it's Satire. I have talked about Satire before. I talked about that in my like spring shoes video, I think. Satire, y'all. People are skeptical of it, understandably so, because the prices are so good and they're low on new season luxury items. And again, low is relative because if things are so expensive, I'm not talking about like $500 down to 50, right? You still gonna pay a little penny, but it's going to be significantly less than the retail price. So I've had experience with Satire. I have ordered from them twice, have not had any issues. My items have been 100% authentic. And there was this item that I had on my wish list, y'all, and I saw it in person multiple times, but it's expensive. So I was like, you know what? No impulse purchasing. We're gonna save up, we're gonna wait, get our coins together, and then you can kind of get it for yourself as like an end of year gift, as like a congratulations on all your accomplishments this year. So I saw it when I was in Houston and I almost bought it, but something told me, hold off, okay? So I held off. This had to have been in like September maybe. I held off. I come home and I'm I'm like perusing through my laptop and I go on Satire. Why do I see this item on sale? About 15% off. And when you're talking about luxury items, 15% off is actually pretty good because the price tag is higher. You guys are gonna gag. Hold on, you're gonna gag. You're gonna gag. Let me just put the clasps together so I can show her off in a truly presentable way that she deserves. Because when I saw this, the way, and I had already been saving up for it, so the way I got my coins together and pressed purchase immediately. Shut up. Do you see this? Do you see this? Your eyes are not fooling you. This is the Bottega Andiamo clutch, which is like the bag of the year right now. All the girls have been fiending, myself included, have been fiending over this bag. Do you see this? I have seen this bag in person at the stores, not on many people, but so many times I have been fiending for it, and I was like, you know what? It's too much money, it's too much money, it's too much money to just try and purchase it out of the blue. You have to wait. You have to budget. So I budgeted basically all year to get my hands on this beautiful chocolate, the color is fondant, but this beautiful chocolate bag. And I got it from Satire for about 15% off. Y'all, when I tell you, do not sleep on the international stores, okay? Selfridges, Harrods, Brown's Fashion, Satire. Who else has some good ones? There's so many good ones out there, and they typically, like, Satire has like the cheapest prices that I've seen, and I still have to do some more research into how they're doing this because the things are authentic for sure. But it's so good, and they have sales too, so you end up getting a discount from the market price on top of another discount from any sales that they're running. Like, how can you beat that? How can you beat that? And like this bag, Bottega goes on sale a lot, believe it or not. Not all their bags go on sale, but like you can always find a Bottega shoe on sale, Bottega sunglass, some bags, even like the Jody, the Arco totes, like the Andiamo collection I haven't really seen on sale, but it's relatively new, so that makes sense. But do not sleep on the international sites and the international stores, right? I think a lot of people, myself included, assume that you can only get like the international deals when you actually go abroad and travel and get like the VAT tax back when you're buying items overseas in Europe. And like, is there a chance that I would have gotten this cheaper if I would have just bought it directly in Europe? Sure. but I'm not going to Europe anytime soon, and I wanted the bag, so don't sleep, y'all, don't sleep. So let's just do a quick review of this bag, because like I said, I haven't really seen, I'm looking at like a little bit of a little string that's on here. I haven't really seen many reviews of this bag on YouTube, so I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on it really quick. So like I said, purchases from Satire on a little discount. This is the Bottega Andiamo clutch in the fondant color. On camera right now, it looks black, but it's actually just a very dark chocolate brown. It is gorgeous. As you can see, I think they call them like east-west bags. This is kind of like an east-west long clutch. It has been compared to the Hermes Kelly Pochette, which is also a very long clutch. The thing that automatically drew me to this bag was, first of all, the leather weaving. This, I'm gonna say it wrong, but this like interwoven, almost like braided type of leather is a signature of Bottega's fashion house, right? Like a lot of their bags have this, a lot of dupes now have this as well. And I will say, if you're interested in a dupe of this bag because you don't want to spend the money, from what I've seen, I haven't seen it in person, I haven't touched it, but Amazon has a pretty good dupe of this bag that comes in multiple colors, just so you know. But it came up with this top handle detail, which I just thought, I actually think that this top handle makes it more versatile for day versus night. Because at first I was a little worried, like, should I get this bag because I don't go to like a lot of evening events? But the first time I wore it, and I'll pop up some pictures, I just wore it with some jeans and a little vest, and I just wore it casually throughout the day, and I got so many compliments on it. Like, it's such a good bag, and you can hold it under your arm if you want, just tuck it like so, or you can just hold it in your hand. Like, it's so cute. And so it has the gold little clasp piece right here, and also the strings that attach it. So to open it up and to close it, you just push this into this little piece right here. You have to kind of push a little hard to get it all the way down there, but that's how you open and close it. Now, this is a soft leather bag, okay? So keep that in mind. So anytime that you have this pushing, this clasp pushing this closed, it is gonna start to leave a mark on the front of the bag. I don't know if you can see it on mine. I have a little bit of an indent. Just know it's going to leave a mark because the leather is soft. So when I store my bag, I typically just open it up, and I just like place this piece on the inside so that I'm not leaving a mark, and I just store it like that. And I also have a little dust bag inside to help the bag keep its shape because it is, you know, pretty flat. So when you open the bag up, I'm just gonna take my dust bag out of here. When you open the bag up, let's just put that in there. This is what the inside looks like. Pretty straightforward. It's just one big pocket, and then there are card slots in the back. So you don't have to use a wallet if you don't want to, you certainly can. And then on the top, behind the pockets, it just says Bottega Veneta. Sorry, all the light in here is not great. And then it says made in, is that Italy? I cannot read this, y'all. Yes, made in Italy. I'm sorry. Sorry for that brain freeze right there. You probably can't see it, but it says the words back there. So the inside is pretty straightforward. Another thing that I loved about this bag is that it is spacious, right? So I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max. This bag fits my phone, no issue, right? Like I could just drop it in there and I have so much more room. I typically put in this bag like my phone, wallet, keys, lip gloss, anything else that I may need, hand sanitizer, feminine products, like whatever you need really will fit inside of this bag. Now, is this like a carry-all tote size bag? Obviously not, so you can't fit everything, but it fits everything comfortably for me. I could just clasp it, go about my day, right, with my little top handle. And I will say that like the closure on it is pretty secure. So the bag is not just going to be popping open all day long, which obviously you don't want your items, your personal effects to be, you know, at risk of anyone just grabbing them. Now, this bag does not have obviously like a shoulder strap or a crossbody strap, so it's meant to be handheld or held underneath your arm. So you just have to be careful with it when you're out in public, right? Don't just set it down and leave it for anyone to grab. I tend to keep it close to me when I have it, but all in all, you guys, I love this bag. This bag was high on my wish list, and I was so happy that I was patient and able to find it on sale. She is one that you have to be careful with because of the soft leather, but all in all, such a good bag, and even better because she was on sale. All right, you guys, so let's just do a quick summary of my tips for shopping luxury for lower prices. I'm not gonna say for the low, but for lower prices. First up, wait for sales, right? Wait for sales. Around the holidays, all the stores do sales, right? All the luxury stores included, like Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, Saks, Essence, even though it's not a US brand, and I should have mentioned that in the last clip, Essence, they all do huge sales on designer items. You can find what you're looking for the low, okay? And also leverage that phone, y'all, leverage that computer, type in your item on Google, see what the shopping recommendations give you on Google, because 10 times out of 10, they're gonna give you recommendations for places that you can buy those items for cheaper. So make sure you check that out. Number 2, check out the pre-loved or vintage market for items that you're interested in, right? Like if it's a new season item that just came out, chances are it's not gonna be available on the pre-loved site for a little while, right? You have to give people time to purchase it, to experience it, to decide that it's not for them, to sell it. But take your time, right? There's so many reputable sites out there. You can get amazing, amazing pieces, both relatively new season and old vintage for great, great prices. You just have to be willing to put the time in. And third, check out international websites, right? Do some research about what is reputable, but I would highly recommend sites like Essence, Satire, Harrods, Selfridges, the list goes on. Those sites typically have things for the low or for some portion of a discount, and it will make your shopping experience so much better because the places are reputable, and who doesn't love getting a little deal, right? So if you want to be able to shop luxury at a more attainable price point, it does take some work on the side of the consumer. It does take some work to do some research, figure out what you like, figuring out whose shipping policy you like, figure out whose return policy you like, but it is possible. Just like the items are an investment, right? You have to invest in the process to get them too. Okay, let me say that again. The items themselves are an investment, but you have to invest in the process for attaining them, okay? Don't let that slip past you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Let me know what you think about these pieces, if you would pick them up. If you're looking at any other things, if you need some more tips about stores to shop at, let me know. I'm happy to share what I prefer, what my recommendations are. Just let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.